show. Being a Monday in July can only mean one thing. It is time for Mondays with Myra. All right, Mom, how's it going?
It's going good.
It's going good. Yeah. Okay. So, how do you feel about Mondays in general? Because a lot of people have mixed feelings, and by mixed I mean bad feelings about Mondays.
Once you retire, you kind of forget it's a Monday.
Okay, there you
don't
go.
know what day it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, right
so
on.
they're okay now.
They're okay now. Now, did you ever get like Sunday scaries when you'd be going to work the next day?
Yeah, I went through that, but it's a long time ago. And now, no routine. So when I come in with you on a Monday, there's a little bit of a routine. So I just avoid that 5 o'clock nap.
She does. My mom, okay. Myra Berg, the number of times Aaron and I will be like, it's quiet down there. Between the hours of like 4 and 7, if it's quiet, she's napping the whole time.
And they try and wake me up.
We try to wake you up because you're like, I'm tired. And then she can't sleep at night because she slept all day. So we're working on it. It's going to be good.
It's great. You're going to love it.
Yeah, retirement, fantastic. It sounds awesome. Well, Mom, I am so happy that you've been here every single Monday in July.
So much fun.
I know.
Thank you for having me.
It's a good way to start the summer.
It is.
Yeah. Now, as per usual here on The Good Stuff, we like to start things off in the kitchen. And since this is the final Monday with Myra in July, we wanted to do like your favorite thing that I make.
There's two favorite
things that we make. This is like the perfect thing that kind of makes it feel like the weekend. It's a little bit snacky, perfect for company. And my favorite part is that you can use it all throughout the week in so many different ways, which we'll talk about later. But we are making my confit tomatoes, sounds fancy, with garlic flatbread.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Again, nicely done, audience. Give yourself a hand. That was really good. All right, I am super excited about this. This is a really, really good recipe. It's super simple to throw together, and it's a total celebration of summer tomatoes.
Yeah, I can even do it.
You can even do it.
Done.
And also, fun fact, in the wintertime, even if you have what I call a sad tomato, those ones that you cut open and it's not a tomato, this will make those taste delicious. So keep this in your back pocket.
A little bit of summertime.
100%.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get started on those tomatoes. So we're using, you wanna use about 10 to 12 medium-sized tomatoes. We're gonna use Roma tomatoes today.
Okay.
Okay. So Roma tomatoes are the long ones. They kind of look like this. I really like them because they have a good amount of flesh and not a ton of pulp. Because we don't actually want that pulp. That's too watery.
Gotta clean it up.
I'm gonna get you to quarter that.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, nicely done, nicely done. And then I'm gonna get you to core it. Very nicely done.
Okay.
Paring knife, I love the energy. Okay.
And then just
remove that core. Nicely done. Careful. Oh my God, this is terrifying.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
My thumbs are so old.
Okay, my knives are not old.
No, my thumbs.
Oh, your thumbs.
Shall I put it in here?
Yeah, so now get rid of that pulpy stuff. See, with a Roma tomato, there's not a ton of that pulp. This is the situation
you're right.
you're looking
So
for.
much
right
easier.
Here. You just kind of get your thumb in there and just kind of pop it all out.
Oh,
that
you're doing it
juice.
the safe way.
I know.
Okay.
It's very easy.
Okay,
It's not
let me
too
try
hard.
that.
You gonna give it a go? There you go. Not bad. Okay, so while Mom keeps struggling with that, it's looking delicious and looking fantastic. You want to get rid of those seeds, though, because they can tend to get bitter as you cook them down. They're also really watery. So we're just going to get about 10 to 12 of those done, but Mom, I already have some done, so just do as many as you want.
Okay, because I'm kind of, well, those aren't bad.
Honestly, even if you make them look like a dog's breakfast, they're going to cook up absolutely beautifully.
Okay.
While you do that, I'm going to chop up some shallots. So I've got 2 shallots here. Now, if you wanted to, you could easily use about half of a red onion.
Mangled.
These are petite, but I'm going to just thickly slice those. So just trim off the root end, give them a little bit of a peel. And then we're just gonna chop those into big kind of slices. I want these to cook nice and slowly because this is gonna go into the oven for a good long time. So I don't wanna cut them too thin because I don't want those shallots to burn. So now I'm gonna add those into any sort of oven-safe dish, whether it's a casserole dish, a, cast iron skillet, forgot that name for a second.
Yeah,
it's a Monday.
It's a great way to serve it.
It is, it is. Put it in something that you like to serve it in. That's a great tip, less dishes.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna go in with those tomatoes that you very nicely.
When I really mangle, you don't have to put them in.
No, he's going in. This is the beautiful tomato. Look at him. He's looking good. He looks like someone already bit him.
Flap on
It's all good. It's gonna taste. Yeah. All right, so we've got the rest here. Again, you can have or quarter them. So I'm just gonna add those right on into my pan. They are looking absolutely beautiful. Now, if you had cherry tomatoes, you could do this with them. I would leave those juices in because they don't tend to get as bitter. But to be honest, then you get a little bit of a watery situation. The best thing about confit-ing anything, like have you ever heard of duck confit?
Yes.
Yes. Duck confit, fun fact, it just means duck cooked in duck fat. Because confit something is just cooking something in fat.
I never knew that's what it meant.
I know, it's very fancy.
I was waiting for confetti to come
Oh,
in.
it does sound like confetti.
I know.
Yeah, duck confetti, that's what it is. All right, so what I'm gonna do into here is I'm gonna add in a good amount of oil. Now, if I was making this not on TV, I might add even more than this.
You might.
But we're going in with half a cup of olive oil. Sounds like a lot, but that is going to coat those tomatoes. It's gonna help bring out tons of delicious fat-soluble flavors that are in those tomatoes, and it's just gonna slowly cook those down. Now season those up with some salt. Mom, do you wanna do a bit of pepper? You hate a pepper mill, but that's okay.
This is a good one.
This is a good one. She hates my pepper mill at home. She says it takes too long.
I hated mine, but you told me it was actually for salt.
Yeah, I know, it's because it has an S on the top, but that's okay. Now,
It's spicy, I
It's
don't know.
spicy. All right, so we got some salt and pepper in there, and then I'm gonna throw in just a little bit of vinegar just to brighten this up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this recipe is a little bit of a riff on our cousin Missy's recipe.
Oh, first time we had that.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
So good. So this is a family fave. So I'm going in with a bit of tablespoon of vinegar. I'm using sherry vinegar, but you could also do red wine, you could do balsamic. That's gonna bring out a little bit of brightness in those tomatoes. Give that a good stir just to coat everything. And then these babies need to go into a 325 oven for an hour and 15 minutes. This is the worst part of this recipe is that it take a while, but
You
that's
gotta
okay.
wait, yeah.
The low and slow cooking just concentrates those tomatoes down,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be absolutely out of control. So while those tomatoes do their thing, we
Okay.
get to work on that flatbread.
Love this.
All right, so Mom, what is this? It's my favorite, one of my
Pizza
favorite.
dough.
Yes, store-bought pizza dough.
Store-bought pizza dough.
Don't make your own pizza dough.
No,
Yeah.
delicious. It works better than with fresh.
I know.
I learned that.
It is good. When you buy store-bought pizza dough or pizza dough from your favorite pizzeria, if they sell it, what they do is they make it a little bit in advance so that yeast has time to develop and get a little mature. And I don't know about you, but like when I was a kid, your tastes are like, I like lemonade, I like pancakes, breakfast sausages, end of list. So as you get older, you mature a little, your flavor gets better.
You do,
Yeah.
yes,
You
yeah.
know.
I know.
Yeah. All right.
That's why I nap.
That's why you nap, I get it. So I'm gonna cut this into about 8 equal pieces.
Okay.
And then what we wanna do is just roll these into flatbreads. So basically, get them all chopped up. I'm gonna go grab, Mom, would you go grab that sheet pan? Thank you. Nice, I like having a Myra in the kitchen. It's really good. Very helpful. All right, would you pop one of those or all of these onto there? Just chuck them on.
Chuck 'em on.
However which way you want.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on those just to get them kind of like a little greasy.
Okay.
So just about a tablespoon of olive oil, just drizzled all over. This is gonna help you with shaping these little babies. Then you're just gonna, now we're gonna come back over here. You carried this all the way over here, but we're gonna bring it back over.
Okay.
That's okay. Let's go for a walk.
Alrighty.
All right, so I've got a pan here over about medium-high heat. You could also do this on the grill, which I've done before.
Which is really good.
Really,
Yeah.
really good. But essentially what you wanna do is here, I'm gonna let you do one too. You're
Okay.
gonna get oily.
Okay.
Okay, so get your pizza dough, and you just wanna kind of flatten and stretch it into kind of sort of an oblong shape. You could do it in rounds if you're someone who likes perfect things, but we like it to look kind of like a shoe.
Yeah, and kind of like wiggly.
It's kind of wiggly, exactly. So give it a nice stretch.
The
And I cook
stretch.
about,
This stuff is really stretchy.
I know, isn't it nice? It's all that gluten.
Exactly.
You're rooting for gluten. There you go. Now I'm gonna pop that into my pan.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect. Gonna get a little bit of a sizzle going.
Mine's
Oh,
skinny.
yours is very cute. It looks like a ghost.
It does. It's got
Yeah.
like a face on it.
It does
or
a little, just like
something.
a little holes there, and it's a little spooky ghost.
Who knew?
Who knew? This is
Creative.
looking absolutely beautiful. Now, really quickly, Mom, over here,
Okay.
we're gonna throw together a quick garlic butter. So there's a lot of fat in this recipe. There's the oil and there's the butter.
That's why it's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We got a half a cup of melted butter here. I'm adding in 3 cloves of garlic. We're going really punchy. This is something you make for people that you know very well. I'm going in with a tablespoon of some parsley, and this garlic butter is going to be absolutely beautiful. There's a little heat in that butter still, so it's gonna pull back a bit on that garlic flavor. Once these doughs get nicely cooked and golden brown on both sides, that should be about 3 to 5 minutes per side. Take them out of the pan, add the garlic butter. Now over here, I am going to just go and get those beautiful tomatoes. I was gonna go to the flatbread, but I gotta get those tomatoes first. All right, so first, oven mitts, key. We've had those tomatoes roasting in the oven for about an hour and 15 minutes. That's gonna concentrate their flavor and almost give them like that sweet, rich umami flavor of like a sun-dried tomato, but they're still gonna be juicy and totally delicious. So they are looking kind of like a dream, and they smell So good.
Oh.
Like, look at those.
Boy.
They're a little charred. They're a little bit gnarly. Those look so good.
They do.
Right now, yeah, this audience is really into it, and I'm into it too. All right, now this is a neat thing that I like to do, and another reason why this recipe is really good for only the closest of friends. So if someone makes this for you, you know you're in, because we are going to add into this delicious pan some garlic. Now, while those tomatoes are hot, hot, hot out of that oven, I'm gonna go in with 3 cloves of minced garlic. We are not gonna cook this anymore though. This is just gonna heat through those little garlic cloves or those little minced garlic just to bring the nicest little bit of like spicy garlic flavor. It will mellow out, trust me, but you might want to also give your guests gum when they leave.
Yeah.
If they're going anywhere after. Maybe, like my mom also, you are a firm believer that like we always have extra toothbrushes on hand.
Yes.
Clean?
Lots of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Extra, thanks Dr. Carmona, my dentist.
Yeah.
I got a ton of toothbrushes to give out. All right, so that is looking beautiful. I'm also going in with about a 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. That's a good amount of parsley, but you could also do oregano. I would steer clear of basil, fresh basil. If you did want that flavor, I'd go in with some pesto. Typically fresh basil, when you heat it, goes a little bit black, like it starts to kind of look sad. So if you did want that basil flavor, pesto would work, but so would a little basil just on the side. That would be beautiful. Now that is looking bright, it looks delish. I'm very excited about it. I am gonna add in some cheese in a minute, but I'm gonna go back to these flatbreads first. So we've got those flatbreads cooking in the pan. I've got some more done right over here. What you wanna do is grab those babies out of that pan, pop them down onto a sheet pan, and then again, using that warm, delicious garlic butter, spoon that right over those hot little breads.
Oh, so good.
Again, we are never ever getting a cold because we are so full of garlic. No vampires around, it's all good. This looks absolutely out of control. The pillowy flatbread is so delish. So now we're just gonna bring these over here and get serving. So I've got a little bowl here that I'm just gonna pop those flatbreads right on into. Just layer them up. I like to garlic butter both sides,
Whoa.
obviously.
I can smell the garlic.
You can smell, if you couldn't smell the garlic, there'd be
a
something
problem,
real wrong.
yeah.
Yeah. This is garlic heavy, not gonna lie, but that's okay. All right, that's looking beautiful. Mom, would you do me a favor? Would you just pop that down in between our plates?
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna finish off these tomatoes. So the final thing I wanna add is obviously a little bit of cheese. Now, I heard someone say cheese before I said cheese.
Yeah.
These people know me very well. I'm going in with goat's cheese. Now, if you are not a goat cheese fan, feel free to use a bit of feta. Feel free to use some crumbled up aged cheddar, maybe a little bit of chunks of pecorino or parm. But I love about 150 grams of that beautiful creamy goat's cheese, just crumbled right over top. If you want to do this while those tomatoes are still warm, that's going to just melt in and be absolutely amazing. But if you wanted to cool these all the way to room temp, all that cheese, which I'm gonna eat off my fingers, would stay absolutely perfect. Don't worry, we're related. It's fine, it's fine. All right, now I'm gonna serve this up right over here out of a hilariously large dish for me and my mom to share, because that's what you do with people that you love. All right, Mom.
Exactly.
How's it going?
Oh, good. That smells so good.
You gotta take over talking for a second, because I gotta deal with this cheese on my
You
hand.
gotta lick the cheese off your fingers. I know. This is so good. I can't wait. And
You wanna start digging
you're
in?
tempting me. Yes,
Yeah,
I
get
do.
in there. Okay, so you grab your little flatbread.
Okay.
The thing that's the best about this dish is it's great for a party. Again, party with people that you know. And then it's also really good leftovers, used on a sandwich, maybe even stirred into some pasta. It's so delish. I bring this to pretty much any party I go to.
Oh, so good.
And my friends call it tomato slop because
They
it kind of
do.
looks like tomato slop.
They do.
All right, shall we dig in?
And there's never enough.
There's never enough.
I know.
Okay, wait, I'm going in with a whole big chunk of tomato. Stick it right on there. The bated breaths of the audience is fantastic today. A
Okay.
little bit of that goat's cheese. All right, cheers to you, Mom.
Okay, just a second here.
Just a sec, you gotta get all situated.
And cheers to you.
Cheers to you. This is where we
Woo.
see the Bergs get very messy. Let's do it.
Oh, so good.
That's so good. We don't even have words.
Do we have to share?
But honestly, I might give some camera people well-deserving.
Oh, it's so good.
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.